Okay, quick update, guys. After facing Clemson for the second time in one season in the ACC championship game, Miami has fallen back to number 7 where they're going to play Mizzou in the Orange Bowl, and Kirk Herbstreit chooses Mizzou. Now let's get down to the field. I'll let you guys know what to expect in this game. First of all, man, if you are new here, I am YouTube's best kept secret. I'm also the leader of the Wolfpack himself, KspadeTheProspect, and this is my Miami Hurricanes Dynasty series here on NCAA Football 14 with updated rosters. Now, Mizzou comes out here with the 35th ranked passing offense, 64th ranked rush offense, and somehow or another Kirk Herbstreit chooses these guys. Let's show them what's up, y'all. This game here being in the Georgia Dome, it looks like the fans are split 50-50. Actually, it might be 60-40. It's a lot of Mizzou colors out there. Let's get to the field, man. Let's see what's going on. On 2nd and 8, Brad Kaaya throws an absolute dot to Derek Clark. Brad Kaaya has shattered any University of Miami QB records. He's a senior. He just lost in the ACC championship game. He does not want to go out on double losses. Comes back with a beautiful pass over to the tight end, Jerome Washington. Man, we thought Stan Dobart set the mark. Jerome Washington has come back and basically shattered Stan Dobart's records, and that's just a result of how great Brad Kaaya has been playing. Come back right here, pass to the running back Mark Walton, gets him inside the 5. 2nd and goal, man. Beautiful play call, but Mark Walton still had to show some shifty footwork to get into the end zone. Canes come out here and set the tone on the first drive of the game. Get in the end zone. It's all about the U, baby. 7-0 Miami. Now let's get a look at this defense, who probably, I want to say they should come out here and handle this challenge. Now, I don't want to count my chickens before the eggs hatch, but I'm looking at Mizzou numbers, and I'm just not that impressed, y'all. I'm not. 3rd and 5, though. Beautiful pass across the middle. They're going to pick up almost 15 yards from the play to keep the drive going. And this is a no-huddle, spread-style offense. I'm just cutting out the time where they walk back to the line, get the play from the sideline. You know, all that mess right there to try to speed this gameplay up, because the video is crazy. You already know, man. With the Canes, you can always expect drama, and this Orange Bowl will be no different. Sheldrick Redwine lowers the boom on this receiver. He does a great job of holding on to the pass after taking a hit like that. 3rd and short. I told you guys they no huddle the entire time, but I'm going to show you this one. They rush him back to the line right here. They're going to go read option, but actually hand it off to the running back. QB probably should have kept that one. That's big Kendrick Norton in the backfield, bringing down the ball carrier. That's a loss of yardage. Mizzou settles for 3. Miami's offense is back on the field. They got a chance to go up 14-3, maybe 10-3. If they come out firing on all cylinders like they did on the last drive, this game could get out of hand early. Like, these people could have came all the way to Georgia just to be leaving early trying to beat the traffic. But once again, I don't want to count no chickens. This catch right here on the sideline by Derek Clark is phenomenal. This guy's going to be just like his uncle or granddad or whatever the hell we said, you know, the other Clark was going to be to this kid. But Brad Kaaya is putting together the type of drive that we come to expect for him to do. Coming out here, quick reads, precise passing, moving down the field with ease, and just like that, man. Look at Miami. Inside the 5-yard line for the second time today, and I'm showing you, we jump ahead. It is 4th and goal. Miami elects to go for it. Mark Richt said, I trust this offense. Either that or he trusts this defense this close, and why not? Mizzou tried to blitz. Kaaya saw the blitz. A quick read to the flats. Mark Walton is in the end zone for the second time today. This kid has 1 rushing TD, 1 passing TD. I think he got a rushing TD, right? I might be tripping. Anyway, I know what I'm not tripping about. It is 14-3. Miami is set to dominate Mizzou. Get their ass up out of here, y'all. Let's go. 3rd down right here for Mizzou. Now check out this quarterback. Dancing around in that pocket, staying alive, waiting for his receiver to make the move that he needed him to make. Throws a pass, continues to drive. Right here, he keeps it. He breaking tackles and stuff. He don't get that many yards, but okay. I'm looking at Drew Lock like, okay, Drew, I see you now. Read option, handing it off to the running back. This guy right here, Ish, he was kind of the Ish, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him his credit. Beautiful play for this kid so far. In the red zone, inside the 5, the running back, Chase Abington, put his head down, ran somebody over, trucked him, and got into the end zone. Mizzou says, hold up. You're not finna just come out here and mollywop us. You're not finna do that. So we got a football game, folks. Here in the second quarter, 14-10 is the score. Miami offense back on the field. Still trying to do a little bit of everything. Right here, you see Mark Walton with a beautiful run up the gut. The blockers did an amazing job. He did the rest. 22 yards on the pickup. If we can keep gashing them with the run like that, that's only going to make this passing attack that more potent. You know what I'm saying? If they expecting the running, man, you know what Brad Collier do. Oh, but speaking of what Brad Collier would do, he'll also do this. That's my fault. That's my fault. Not only did he throw the pick, but man, the DB, I think his name is TJ Warren, he got the pick, and it was nobody stopping this kid. As soon as he caught the ball, his mind was on scoring, and wow, what a difference, yo. We went from 14-3 to 17-14. Miami's got to respond. They've got to respond. It's about 4 minutes in the game before the half, should I say. Second and short right here. Kaya stepping up in the pocket and sliding. Now, we need to see more of this. Mizzou only rushed 3, and they thought they would drop everybody else back in the zone to try to prevent Kaya from passing. And Kaya says, hold up. If you're just going to drop everybody back, I'm slow as hell, but I can run a little bit. 2nd and 10 for Kaya right here. Empty backfield. Sometimes when the defense wants to blitz, you got to split them out, and that's exactly what they did. Spread them out. Quick slant over the middle to Braxton Berrios, and Miami's back into the red zone. Right here, John Rice on the slant right here. 15 or 16 yards on the play. He's brought down just shy of the end zone. Kaya comes back later. Hooks up with David Njoku for a 4-yard touchdown reception. Hopefully Miami's okay now. Like, to just give up 14 unanswered like that, it was crazy. We got a 21-17 game. 2 minutes before the half. Redwine, you got to close off that edge, man. Keep an eye on that sideline. Beautiful pass. Drew Lock looks comfortable out here, y'all. He is in the pocket, navigating like he, I don't know, in an airplane or something. He got it figured out. Read option right here. The great read by the Miami linebacker, but he couldn't make the tackle. Drew Lock actually broke 2 tackles on this play to pick up a big-time gain. Look at this. You got to be kidding me, man. On 3rd and short, Drew makes the smart read. Drew has earned my respect. The game ain't even over, and Drew has earned my respect. The Miami defense has to get a stop, and I think they have to make it right here. You don't want these guys to go into the half with a momentum boost. You don't. You just don't. Drew Lock right across the middle, quick slant to Nate Brown. That's a touchdown. Mizzou is back in control of this football game. What has happened down here at the Georgia Dome, folks? What has happened? It's only a minute on the clock. Mark Richt decides instead of coming out here playing conservatively, he wants to try to score because Mizzou gets it back in the 3rd. 2nd and 10, Braxton Berrios can't hold on to it. So we've already seen 2 drops on this drive. On 3rd down, Mizzou pins the ears back, hits Kaya as he's throwing the ball. The football goes up and lands in the hands of a Mizzou defensive lineman. You hate those types of interceptions. All the places on the field that football could have landed comes down in the hands of a Mizzou defensive lineman, and you put their offense back on the field with chance to, at the very least, get 3. But these guys aren't thinking 3, they're thinking 7. This second quarter has been hell for the Miami team. Nothing is going right. Drew Lock takes off with it here, gets back in the end zone on a 5-yard QB scamper, and I don't know what has happened. Like, we go into the half, Miami trails by 10 in a game that they just had in the bag. And like I said, to start the 3rd quarter off, Mizzou gets the ball back. Like, come on, man. This can't be happening to us. It just can't. Anyway, 2nd and 9, that's that sideline again, but this time the receiver had to go up to get the pass, couldn't get those toes down. He falls down out of bounds. So it's 3rd and 9. They go back across the middle. I think that's the safety, Jaquan Johnson, right there to break that pass up. You see the young Miami defense is fired up, and they're going to have to be. It's going to take some defensive plays, flat out. Like, Miami's offense hasn't played bad. That second quarter was just forgettable. You don't want anything from the second quarter to come back. Anyway, Kaya goes across the middle, hooks up with the tight end Jerome Washington. Later in that drive, he's taking a strike. Rice had a couple of steps on the matchup, but Kaya didn't put enough arm on it. Kaya, you're going to have to work that arm out, bruh. You're going to have to. 3rd and 10, they hit Braxton Berrios on the slant. Braxton is one of those guys who you can throw him the pass short of the 1st down marker. His awareness is to the point he knows where he has to be. He gets to it. I'm talking over the fact that We just fumbled the football. We get another look at it, man. The Canes go screenplay. Mark Walton catches the ball, turns around and really don't have anything there for him, so he tries to make a play. And how many times have we seen a player try to make a play and end up making a mistake? However, this one right here gets reviewed, and after a second look, you can see Walton clearly down before the football comes out. We dodge a bullet, folks. So the ruling on the field is overturned. On 2nd and goal, Braxton Berrios has a couple of steps on his matchup. Kaya gets the pass in there. Nice throw, nice catch. Canes respond with a much-needed touchdown. Now we got to get this defense right. Here we go. Check out the run right here. Free safety Willie Irvin was trying to pull 57 out of the play and got himself pancaked, got himself waffled out there. Huge pickup on the ground. Man, these big boys over here can block. This Mizzou offensive line ain't playing no games. They can block. Huge pickup of yardage. Of course, they get them back to the line. And look, Miami elects to go man defense right here. And you get to see a tremendous play from the DB. He was actually in man coverage for another receiver. Just had the awareness to see the pass, kind of jumped back into the play, makes a huge interception. This is what we need. Big time play right here. Big time play. So Miami trails by 3. The offense takes over. Mark Walton looking good out here. Beautiful pickup, about 7 to 8 yards on the play. Miami getting deep in the playbook too. Running plays, I ain't never really seen them run. I like that right there. The trickeration maybe. Braxton Berrios is having a hell of a day, and they need every single bit of it. Look at Braxton right here laying out for the catch. That's another first down right there. Miami moving the ball with ease. 2nd and 6 right here. Kaya goes back to Berrios. Berrios is eating out here, y'all. He's eating. But Miami finds themselves in a 4th and short. Kaya is pulled. A scrambling option at quarterback. Malik Rozier gets in and he can't get him in the end zone. Miami turns the ball over, but Mark Richt trusts his defense. On 3rd and 10 right here, beautiful stop. The Canes defense was right there, aggressively seeking the ball. Mizzou got to punt it off. So Miami starts off with great field position, and before you know it, they right back like they left their car keys. Right back in the red zone, threatening to score. This time they take it outside. Jarvis Williams, the speedster, gets in. He hurdles over the imaginary line at the goal line. Gets in the end zone. Miami secures the lead back in this game, and hopefully we can hold on, finish this game with the win that we deserve. We had too great of a season to come out here and let it all go, man, and end the season on 2 losses. Anyway, Mizzou ain't about laying down. This running attack has been great for these guys. They're averaging over 5 yards a carry. And I never really seen anybody have this type of success running the football against Miami that's not running some tricky, like, you know, triple option Georgia Tech type stuff. Just lining up and running the football usually won't get it done. But these kids keep making plays like they do here on 3rd and 9. They get just enough to keep the drive going. The Canes defenders were there and couldn't stop the play. 3rd and short later in that drive. Look at this. They go read option. They hand it off. The running back is not going to get it. It's the 4th quarter. So look, Mizzou said we got big balls too. We going for it. On 4th and short, they go fullback dive, and the free safety Willie Irvin comes up to make the biggest tackle of the game. That's going to do it. We can draw the curtains. It was 2 clock mode from that moment on. Miami escapes with the win. I don't know why this team has to have some drama in every single game, but they get the win. At the end of the day, that is all we care about. Big time win for this Miami team. It's some seniors out here. Braxton Berrios, Brad Kaya. These guys are going to remember this game forever. They're probably also going to remember that Clemson game too. I hate that. But anyway, man, the next video you guys will see in this series will be the offseason. We're going to see if we can go after some of those big recruits that's still undecided. And we got to make them come down to South Beach, man. We got to. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this season. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, show your love by leaving a like. If you are new here, hit subscribe, man. This series is on fire. And I'm out the next time, y'all. Peace.